Hello, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with attorney Brian D. Lerner. We have several other videos on different topics of estate planning, but in this particular episode, I'd like to talk about what is in a typical estate planning package, so you know what to expect when you go into the office of your attorney, or either try to do it yourself, whatever you want. But as a side note, you may want to invest the money to have an estate planning attorney help you, because um, there's all kinds of things that could happen in the future and ramifications if it is not done properly. And it's like car insurance, life insurance, fire insurance, whatever it is. You pay it up front, get it done right, and have peace of mind afterwards. But let me tell you what normally goes in an estate planning package. You're going to have, of course, the living trust. That's the most important part. And the living trust can't do everything, though. For example, if you have children who are under 18 and you want to appoint a guardian, that has to be done through a will. It can't be done through the living trust. So, secondly, what normally goes in the packages I prepare will be what's called a pour over will. So that will have different provisions in there. It will have different things in there, and basically anything that is in there will pour over. That's why they call it a pour over will. It pours over into the living trust. It's like, the living trust is like a potted plant, and the pour over will is like a jug of water, and you're just pouring it in there. So it's a catch-all. And then those are the two documents that deal with when you pass away. Okay. Although the living trust, as the word indicates, of course, there are provisions that are in effect at the time that you're living, but essentially the purpose of the living trust and the pour over will is to divide your property and whatever else you want at the time that you and your spouse would die. But there's also two other very important documents that should go in an estate planning package. And these other two documents are when you would become incapacitated. It's when you're still living, but when you're incapacitated. For example, let's say that you get dementia. Let's say that you're under surgery, okay, and you're out. Let's say that you've had a bad accident. Whatever it is, there's all kinds of ways of determining incapacity, but the other two documents are very important. And one of them is a durable power of attorney for financial management. That is essentially when you are incapacitated and or unable, an agent is selected in which to make the financial decisions, to make the payments, to be able to receive and get financial documents and so forth. It's very important. I mean, obviously, if you're out, and incapacitated, there might be some sympathy, but the mortgage company could care less if they don't get their payment. Okay. And then there is the Advanced Healthcare Directive. A lot of people come into my office and say, well, isn't the durable power of attorney enough? And no, it's not. The durable power of attorney is for financial decisions. The Advanced Healthcare Directive is for healthcare decisions, and it's very important. I mean, if for example, you're 85 years old and you go in a coma, you obviously can't express your thoughts or wishes or desires as to how long you think you should stay, in that condition, where you should be, who can make the decisions for you, when they essentially should terminate the situation so you can basically die peacefully, or should you stay on, for years and years? Should you donate, your organs, or do you want to donate for research? Whatever it is, all of this needs to be taken care of with the healthcare directive, and also that particular document will come with a HIPAA directive, so that the hospitals and other medical organizations will be able to disclose and give medical documentation for you to give to other doctors or other people for different opinions. I mean, it would be a shame if maybe there was another doctor somewhere that had a good opinion that could have done something but can't do it because he can't get any authorization. So all of that is done through the Advanced Healthcare Directive. And then finally, there's usually an assignment personal goods into the living trust, because after all is said and done, you need to fund the living trust, so it's not just meant. So those major documents, and of course I said I gave you five, but generally it's the four major documents that are in there, with other peripheral type documents. But again, the living trust, the pour over will, the durable power of attorney for financial management, and the Advanced Healthcare Directive. And so if you like this video, click like, subscribe, and also you can call my office, get a free consultation. We can prepare the entire estate plan package for a very reasonable price, and you'll have peace of mind afterwards. No matter how young or old, wait until it's too late. Okay, well, you can, and you've worked hard all these years. Don't just let it go down the drain. Make sure you know where it's going, who it's going to, and so forth. Okay, more in the coming videos.